Hello, this is Bankai Killer Hunter X Hunter, once again to finally showcase Machine Gun Spriggan. And now this build hasn't been touched upon in a few months' time, but with the addition of patch 8.1 that was just released yesterday, I can safely say that this build has got major buffs. And the buffs are displayed in the patch notes on the forum. One of the buffs is its survivability. As far as minions in general, they got a 40% um, increased damage reduction to all enemies as a baseline, so that was really nice. And also, its damage was increased. Not entirely sure on the details of the changes that created it to do such high base damage with barely changing any stats per se, but it did add a few things that just will make it much better once it's finished. So let's just get right into it. So with the addition of patch 8.1, we get a new skill. We get Warcry. Now, this skill made it really good for minions for a couple nodes, but the main node for this skill that makes it really good for this build is Battle Cry. The minions get 100% increased crit chance, which is really nice. And that buffs the damage quite a bit overall. Other than that, not much has changed for the build overall. It just got a massive DPS boost as a baseline. But yeah, it was really nice having this addition of Warcry. Can really help out. But anyways, so main reason to take Warcry is for the Battlecry node. Okay, and I'm just gonna show the nodes and stuff, not go into too much detail, just show you how the setup is to be good with the damage output of the build. So Atera's Blessing, the main node we took was Arden's Touch, increased minion movement speed, increased minion attack speed, increased minion cast speed. Since the minion is based off of cast speed, that helps quite a bit. And then in Spriggan form, we took all this down here. In the future, I'm hoping I can get a +1 to Spriggan in the relic slot to put that last point in the more damage multiplier. But yeah. This right here is what we base the build around to boost stats and damage. This is the machine gun Spriggan right here. This it doesn't really matter to the overall damage and survivability of our companion, but we do get some nice health regen and movement speed when we throw it out there. So it's really nice for the movement speed and health regen. Added on some more duration, and fleshing it out, you probably just want more area, more duration. And then one of the main components of this build is entangling roots. We we've took imbued sap. You level up to 20 and put that last point in there, or if you prefer, have a little more area. It's up to you. But here is the main nodes right here. And the main damage type and tag of the Spriggan's ability is based off of physical, and it's a spell. Then we took Nourish, Bountiful Harvest, and then the way it's recorded, I can't show that last node, but we also did get the mana regen node. You can see a little bit of mana back. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So what you'll be scaling mainly for the damage is minion damage, minion spell damage, minion cast speed. Now for the passives, still need to switch some things around and tweak them a bit, but it's fine. I mean, as it is, we're still doing over 120k crits, so it's fine. It's whatever. Everything melts. Bosses melt fast. It's probably not ideal for arena. I mean, unless you really can min-max your gear on the defensive side. There's plenty of room to go about slotting in your defenses that you need. And you can even take a little bit of damage off of the Spriggan from gear to put in your your self-defensive affixes for trying to push arena, which is 300 plus capable. No problem. It's been showcased in the past, reaching wave 400, and that was before this patch. And we've also gotten quite a big boost to our baseline defense, the new stat endurance. I haven't worked in on how I want to go about building it, but apparently it's really nice if you stack health and reach your endurance damage reduction cap and just finish stacking as much endurance threshold affixes that you can. So this is a damage reduction modifier that works with your health. So the more health you have and the more endurance, then the more endurance threshold you have, the better your chances of survival. Just a nice secondary layer of defense to add, on top of just having flat health. It's like a health shield. That's a good terminology for it. It's a overlay health shield. So you fill this up, it basically a secondary layer that helps you. So still new, brand new. People haven't really posted much about figuring out how to best, min-max its efficiency and utilize it with the health build, but I'm sure that'll be available shortly in the future by someone. Okay, let's get into our main passives. So for our main primalist passives, we got Entombment, some resistances. I have crap resistances, but it's fine. As long as you kill everything before they can hurt you, you'll be alright running monoliths. Especially with the bosses, you DPS them down in a short amount of time, 10 seconds or less. You should be fine. So we just got health, increase minion health, entombment. It's mainly for the entombment to get our flat mana pool bigger, so we can use our spells comfortably without having to worry about too much on the loss of mana and managing your mana. So the bigger your mana pool, the better. Which at a little over 200 mana is very manageable for our ability setup we have. So we got Ancient Call, give your companion more health, give you some more health. And I just put 1 point into here to get some damage. Let's go over to Druid, which is the main component of the main baseline boost of damage for this build. So we just Marksman, get us some endurance and a little bit of armor, more entombment and mana, so we'll get a bunch of flat mana right there. And then I was spec'ing Werebear for this build, but ended up not taking it, so we could use Warcry and Terra's Blessing again. So increase minion health, a minor okay-ish proc, chance to summon healing totem when hit. Get us some more attunement and health, more mana, more flat mana, more health. Increase minion damage. It's really good. More health. The more damage node for having a single companion it is in the Beastmaster tree. So yeah, so you get a little more armor, and you get a lot more companion health, a lot more spriggan companion health. And here, right here, which is the #1 node, well, actually #2 node, is getting that companion adaptive spell damage, that nice flat spell damage for the spriggan machine gun ability. Okay, and then the first most important node is this right here, the chase. Give your minion increased cast speed. All right. Anyways, I'm not gonna talk much more about it other than this node. This is the other main node you want is Ardor's Loyalty, more companion damage, 85%, and your companion gets a little bigger. That part's whatever, but yeah, get that more damage multiplier. So get more damage multiplier. So basically this, just this, and this for your main damage boost for your machine gun spriggan. And then if you want to finish fleshing it out, you can go whatever, either this or, oh yeah, I have 5 points into this, but it's useless. Swap those points out as well for increased damage here, and then by level 100, put the rest of your points into here. Now it says hit, so Warcry hits for that much damage. So hit an enemy with that, then you also proc, that additional buff, which is that one. All right, let's just go over the gear. So for gear, minion chance to poison, healthy amount, minion chance to bleed, healthy amount. The reason we want those specific idols is because in order to proc the in order to proc these huge damage multipliers to the machine gun spriggan, is you gotta poison the enemies and bleed the enemies so you can get those huge more damage multipliers. That's why we took those poison chance, those minion poison chance idols, and those minion bleed chance idols. Okay, let's go into more of the gear. So this is pretty much all you need for your weapon. Get 210 increase minion physical damage, 198% increase minion spell damage. And these can be swapped out for better affixes, of course. For here, you could get a +1 skill or whatever, or a T7 chest, give you freaking 4 extra skill points essentially to whatever ability that you want the most. And focusing on, you can also get the same with your relic. You can get up to +4 with a T7. It's +2 to skill points with a T5. So if you can find one of those, you can get, whatever skills you want to increase. And points, have more points to spend. So, other than that, I just put minion health, minion damage, minion health, minion damage. And this right here is probably best in slot for damage, for a unique amulet. Get that 198% minion critical strike multiplier. So every time it crits, gives that huge crit multiplier for our machine gun spriggan. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So kind of stumbling upon my ramblings with explaining the build, but that's the overall concept. Yeah, that's how you get that over 100k DPS, and then it's still not close to optimized. I'm sure Boardman will optimize that and push that to even more ridiculous amounts, but the fact that it got buffed tremendously in this patch 8.1 goes to show the great quality of life changes for builds. If you just got a build in your stash and you want to see what's up, it could very well just get buffed a lot in a patch or any upcoming patch. But yeah, very nice this build got buffed. Before, it was only doing like up to 50k DPS from one of Boardman's videos. But yeah, so that just goes to show you right there how much it got buffed. So I don't have near the gear affixes or gold to craft on and whatnot to push it higher, but it expect him to push out a even more insane, ridiculous DPS version of this build. But yeah, anyways, that's the core of it. That you can all that you can get with not a terrible time for farming. Say probably after you run through story and campaign and monolith, you know, it's probably a, you know, maybe a 20 to 40 hour investment. Then you just do further, it'd be further investment if you want to really min max or affix slots and get the new plus skills um, on your chest, helmet, and relic slots. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you like the updated, powerful version. Thanks. Peace.